Hi ladies, it's Stacy. Thanks for stopping by again. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. And please press like if you like the video and subscribe below. That would be really great. Today I want to talk to you about some Christmas gifts. You know, I've seen so many of the videos out there about the beauty and the fashion gifts, but today I want to talk to you about actually purchasing something for someone or for yourself to help them in their personal growth. You know, for us to be successful in life, we have to obtain knowledge and grow in the area of where our purpose is. So, books and messages and teaching on CDs or books on audio is really going to help us grow ourselves and learn and obtain knowledge in the area of where we want to grow, whether it be something for school or whether it be for a ministry or for a leadership if you're a CEO of a company or owner of a company, or if you do YouTube videos. Anything that's going to help your self-growth is going to grow you and expand your influence in whatever area that you're in. Today I want to talk to you about a few ideas of my personal growth things and things I do on a daily routine to help me grow physically, spiritually, mentally, in every which way. I do a lot of listening in the car to CD, and some of these are my favorite. It's a very good friend of mine. Her name is Terry Savelfoy. She's beautiful, as you can see, but she is such a motivator about setting goals and obtaining goals in your life, and she will birth in you a desire to go after whatever you have desired for. I mean, I'm going to be 54 years old the end of this month, and I just started my YouTube channel. So that goes to show you that you can do anything at any age and obtain what you wanted to go after. She also has some really good books and series. There's one that's called Imagine Big, and then there's Imagine 5 years from now. In other words, saying, if what you're doing today, if you continue on the road that you're on right now and continue to do everything that you do today on a daily basis, will your life be different 5 years from now, or would it be the same? It's something to really think about and then implement in your life. Okay, if I want to obtain this, whether it be a new job position or to travel or to get yourself a new car or whatever your personal goals are. Everybody has different things. You have to do something every day to get yourself there, whether it be saving money in an account to go on a fantastic trip, or to buy that, or down payment, or to buy that car cash, or to buy your home, or to start your classes online or go to a school to obtain a certain degree. You have to do something different to get to somewhere that you've never been. So she's very motivating, and I really enjoy her things, and I would love for you to check her out. Another thing that I love on a daily basis is a journal. This one, they have a couple different ones, Jesus Calling, and the devotionals are just really nice and short, and I love a short devotional because sometimes we don't have a lot of time in the morning while we're getting dressed and ready for work or our day. And it also gives you a little spot here that if you've felt something impressed upon your heart and you want to write it down, it's kind of like a little journal or just a little note to yourself. And these make such great gifts. You can give these type of gifts. I know my pastor, I'm also a pastor in a church, but my pastor, the main pastor, I always give him either a gift certificate or a book on leadership, and there's so much knowledge that are written in these type of books that, you know, it's like you pay $14.99 or whatever for somebody that has put in years of learning and knowledge. It's really a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. And of course, the Stephen Covey's Highly Effective People Habits. This is like an important book to if you want to be successful in life and know how to change your routines that will eventually change your life. Another a great motivator is Dr. Dave Martin. He's another one. I talk about being great and what things that you have to do in your life to get you to that place. You just don't wake up one day being great and successful. You know how they say champions are not made in the ring, they're made outside the ring of all the work that they put in to be that champion that they are. So it's always about behind the scenes. Let's say you know a couple that are struggling in their marriage, or you yourself are struggling with your relationships. Books like this, Love and Respect. This is really a good book. It's called A Marriage Difference Maker, and it gives you great things in here that you wouldn't have really thought about on your own unless you've gone to marriage conferences and things like that. You know, we all can say we have good marriages, or even people say we have great marriages, but there's always room for improvement in a marriage. And a book like this can help somebody that's going through a rough time. I mean, it makes such a great gift. It's very thoughtful, and they'll might find something in there that's going to help their life or change their marriage, and you were part of that. That's really great. My favorite author has got to be Dr. John Maxwell. This book, Winning with People, is really, really great. He really goes into a lot about confrontation. If you're like me, I hate confrontation. Well, I have to say, I've come along a long way. I used to be very afraid of confrontation because most of the time the person that I always had confrontation with ended up in an abuse situation. I'm out of that situation right now, but he talks about confrontation is difficult, it's unavoidable, and then the ways how to handle confrontation in a good way that will make a good outcome for both parties. So this is really, really a good book. I've got so many. Another one with marriage, and it's about the love languages, the 5 love languages. Some of us love in different ways. Some of us are from acts of service. Say your husband cleaning the kitchen for you. That's really a way of expressing love that you really appreciate. Then there's love language of gifts and giving, and every woman loves that. But it really explains a lot about how some different people experience or want that love given to them in certain ways. And it's very insightful. It's really a good book. Another really good book for me was I lived a life of, in my younger years, of always looking for approval from everybody. And this book by Joyce Meyer is called Approval Addiction. Just totally set me free. And she explains in here about overcoming your need to please everybody. You know, I've learned in my life now that I don't have to please everybody to be happy. And if somebody doesn't like me, that's not my problem. That's their problem, and they have to deal with it. It's not my problem. And I have learned to stop taking everybody's problems on my shoulders. And when I do, I learn to live a fuller and healthier life. It's a hard lesson to learn, but you do. And if you're in any kind of leadership position and CEO or head of a ministry or a business, owning your own business, or in any way, shape, or form, a coach or anything like that, Terry Savelle Foy's leader checklist is really, really good. She talks a lot about how to become a good leader. You know, John Maxwell had said in one of his books that when a football team has trouble and they're not winning any games anymore, they asked the team members, so what do you do when this happens? Do you get a whole new team? And they said, no, we get a new coach, because it says leadership rises and falls on the leader itself. So if the company's going good, it's because of the leader. If the company is going bad, it's because of the leader. So if you're a leader of any kind, you need to get your knowledge and understand what you have been giving and how to handle processing that gift that you have of leadership, and you have to grow that leadership gift that you have. Leaders aren't just born, they're taught. They're taught. Leadership is earned. So you need to do your homework, see if you want to be a great leader. So this is a really good book. You know, sometimes in life we got to remember that if we want half the results in our life, then we only need to put half of our effort into it. I don't know about you, but I don't want half the results in my life. I want all the results. I want full results. So that means that I have to go full in. So today, if you want to grow yourself in any which way, whatever it is, in business, ministry, just in personal growth, in growing your own self and dealing with emotions and healing of the past and facing a future, that because life changes. One day you're young, then one day you're married, then one day you have children, and then one day your children are all grown and gone, and you're facing a new struggles in life of dealing with an empty nest, or becoming a grandparent, or becoming older and dealing with your older parents and becoming a caretaker like I am of my dad. You know, life is full of changes, and there's one guarantee in life is it will always change. But we have to remember how to handle changes. And how do we handle changes? We handle changes by going through things and growing through things. You know, Mary Kay Ash said there are 3 types of people in this world: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who say, "What happened?" So let's determine to be one of those people that make things happen by the personal growth we give ourselves and the gift of growth that we can give others during the holiday season. Things that they wouldn't naturally buy for themselves. Not everybody goes out to Barnes and Nobles and buys books on growth or downloads books on growth, because it's like one of the last things that you do. But if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. So today, make a promise to yourself that when you invest in yourself, you're going to grow. And when you grow, whatever you put your hands to will prosper. It's a promise. You need to grow and learn to grow. So today, think about buying a book for somebody to help encourage them in their life, and be a blessing to somebody else today, and let them know that to grow and to change, you have to grow. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.